medal.
A lot of people, they shy out to come to this area because of that.
The men's apparel store is going on its 20th year in the shopping center off of Kings Canyon and Winery. Learning a new district bike unit is coming to this area, as well as the Tower District, El Dorado Park, and Fashion Fair, has Maswati reassured.
I think that would be a great idea. Maybe the crime will go down. Maybe we'll get rid of some of the homelesses.
Thank you. Thursday, the Fresno Police Department was awarded a $1.5 million federal grant to allow for 12 new full-time police officer positions. The Community-Oriented Policing Services, or COPS, hiring grant will put 12 bike officers onto the streets. This is in addition to the bike units that you've seen downtown or at various community events.
The ideal model is to have designated bike officers in those areas so they can get to know the community members, the business owners. They can basically know every alley, nook, and cranny in that area that they're patrolling.
With the exception of domestic violence, total violent crime citywide is down almost 13% year over year. That's including homicides down 60% and robberies down almost 16%. Total property crimes are down more than 17%. However, vehicle burglaries and theft are both up. The grant also brings the department to 900 officer positions. Once filled, Chief Paco Valderrama says his department will be the only large city police department in the U.S. to be fully staffed.
I want to be able to expand certain units and just be more productive. The standard of excellence for the Fresno Police Department has been raised. It's a higher standard now. Therefore, the quality of service, response times are going to be lower. Interaction with the public is going to be better.
Well, get ready to break out the Stetsons and boots because it's rodeo weekend in Clovis. The parade set to kick off in just a few hours, plus the action-packed weekend of competition you can expect.
It takes a team to cover Central California. Count on the team you trust every weekday afternoon. Action News live at 4, live at 5, and live at 6 and 6:30. Breaking news.
We begin tonight with breaking news out of the North Valley.
Your AccuWeather forecast.
We have a winter weather advisory in effect.
And stories from where you live. ABC 30 Action News. Taking action together.
We so amazing.
The stylish Chevy Equinox RS. And Chevy Blazer RS.
So captivating.
You don't have to be an influencer to be an influencer. The RS family of Chevy SUVs. Definitely worth a follow. Get 1.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days when you finance with GM Financial on all 2023 Equinox models, or get $1,500 cash allowance on all 2023 Equinox models. Visit your participating Central Valley Chevrolet dealers.
You don't have to wait to save at More Furniture for less. Our Memorial Day sale is on now. You're invited to beat the crowds and save with incredible values for every room in your home. We have all the looks you love to get your home ready for summer, all at our lowest prices, all in stock and on sale. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing store-wide, our prices are unbeatable. Visit morefurniture.com to preview all Memorial Day sale specials and chat with a furniture expert.
You are what you litter. Coffee cups, cigarette butts, food wrappers, soda cans. Litterheads are a major problem. But we all have a choice. Don't be a litterhead. One vision, one mission, one Fresno.
Together, we can beautify Fresno. Find out how at beautifyfresno.org.
It was my responsibility to teach Tupac how to survive his reality.
I want to start clapping too. Oh my goodness, voice of an angel right there. Whether she's singing or bringing you the news, yes, you recognize who that is right there at the Clovis Rodeo. That's our very own Action News anchor, Margot Kim. She opened the third night of competition with the national anthem. Spectators were on their feet cheering for the patriotic display during the opening ceremony. There was also a performance by country music star Michael Ray. Well, this is a live look at Old Town Clovis right now. The rodeo fun continues today with the Clovis Rodeo Parade. That is at 9:30 this morning. This is a live look right now at Pulaski Avenue and 5th Street in Old Town Clovis. You see, folks have already staked their claim along the parade route. They want the good seats. Oh, good morning, early birds. Oh, I love that. I love that. I hope they're watching right now, maybe streaming us along the route. In just over an hour, there will be horse-drawn vehicles, marching bands, and themed floats making their way down the road. And again, even if they're not streaming us, you can, because folks, we're going to be streaming this parade live on our website and our mobile app. The 2.5-mile route starts at Railroad Avenue in Barstow. Then the parade will head down Pulaski to 3rd Street before making its way down to Clovis Avenue to Jefferson. If you'd rather watch from home, we're of course going to be streaming all of this live on our website and our mobile app. With temperatures in the 90s today, rodeo organizers are working to make sure the animals and the crowd stay nice and cool. Action News reporter Nick Garcia shows us the precautions that are being taken as the rodeo continues through the weekend.
As the 109th Clovis Rodeo continues through the weekend, the folks in charge are encouraging people to be aware of the heat.
This is a rodeo. I would suggest wearing some kind of a hat, sunscreen, you know, be prepared for it being hot. I mean, traditionally Clovis Rodeo weekend is hot, it's warm.
A cooling station is available with cold water and large fans blowing a frosty breeze.
We're working with EMS and fire department, and so there'll be people around looking for people that maybe should get in the shade.
And as for the animals, organizers say they're being taken care of too.
We always wet down the pens quite a bit. They're muddy now, which is fine. I mean, and we just keep them settled. I mean, we don't get them all riled up like we don't do that anyway. So they're just comfortable and getting ready to go do their show for 8 seconds and go back in the pen, drink some water, and eat some hay and lay down.
President of the Clovis Rodeo Association, Ron Dunbar, says before showtime, the horses, cattle, and sheep spend the day in the shade. And once the sun starts to set on the rodeo grounds, the breeze cools the night off. Nick Garcia, Action News AM Live.
A celebration of culture and tradition will be on display at Fresno City College. The delicious food and performances you can expect at Asian Fest.
ABC 30 Action News is sponsored by Fresno Mazda.
The easiest way to get a great shed or garage installed in your backyard this month with free paint. Visit us at toughshed.com.
With Allegra, allergies don't hold us back. Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy. Allegra gives you the fastest, non-drowsy 24-hour allergy relief so you can live your greatness.
At Denny's, the first bite from our new menu stops the world around you. Savory chorizo and spicy jalapenos, blueberry stuffed buttermilk pancakes that hit the spot every time. So when you're craving a diner classic with a twist, at Denny's,
it's diner time.
Sharp wire pokes his lip. Hurts bad, can't handle it. He'd be feeling fine with Invisalign. Invis is drama-free. Less painful than braces. Invisalign.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it. Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
This is how legends are made. Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups or get $3,750 total value on a 2023 Silverado with a turbo high output engine. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
We have an AccuWeather alert for unseasonably warm temperatures. That's going to be through at least today. Again, you want to keep in mind, even though we are warming to the mid to upper 90s, that's concern for snow melt. It could be leading to rapid snow melt as well as rising rivers and streams. Keep in mind that's going to be impacting several waterways. And it's not just the rising water that you have to be careful about. You also have to worry about dangerously cold temperatures. A live look outside, this one from our downtown Fresno sky cam showing us that we are waking up to hazy conditions, but fairly mild right now. We are looking, however, at a daily high of 94 degrees for Fresno, mid to upper 90s for most of the valley. Keep in mind the average for this time of year is 77 degrees for Fresno, so that gives you an idea of how unseasonable these conditions are. 60s across the board with the exception of Fresno. You are waking up to 70-degree temperatures right now. Now, I do want you to keep in mind those flood warnings and advisories that we have in place. They are impacting several waterways, including this one right here in Fresno and Madera. We have the flood warning in place for Fresno, Kings, and Tulare counties as dam releases are going to be making that river swell. We also have one up in Mariposa County. That is because of the Merced River. It's been prompting closures. We told you about the Yosemite Valley portions of Yosemite Valley that are closed this morning. So you do want to keep in mind that flooding is possible there, and that is why if you are headed up there, you want to be sure to check where you're going to make sure there were no closures impacting your trip to the park today. Mostly sunny conditions for the valley today. We are looking at incredibly warm conditions. However, look at that, 90s across the board. Gonna have a little bit of a breeze though, anywhere from 5 to 15 mile per hour winds. Now keep in mind, we are going to be fairly mild tonight. These temperatures, these overnight lows, not really cooling us off, however. We are dipping down to the upper 50s. 57 is our coolest right there, so keep that in mind. Not getting much relief from that heat. Mostly sunny conditions when it comes to the foothills, but again, you do want to keep in mind because we are 80s across the board, overnight lows nowhere near freezing, so those streams, those rivers are going to be high because of the snow melt. But keep in mind, it is snow melt. We are talking about icy conditions in those waters. Mostly sunny conditions for the mountain communities, but again, look at those overnight lows. Nothing is at freezing, so we are going to be having snow melt. Flood warning is in place for parts of Yosemite. Your 7-day forecast showing us we are under an AccuWeather alert at least until tomorrow. You want to keep in mind that flooding is a big concern in several counties across our region. Breezy conditions as we head into the work week. We dip down to the 70s, but take a look at Tuesday through Thursday. We have those chances of showers. I'll have another check of your forecast coming up in a bit. The culmination of Asian History Month at Fresno City College is happening this weekend with Asian Fest. Culture and history will be on display. The day-long festival will feature traditional and contemporary dance, martial arts demonstrations, a fashion show, performances, and of course food. In addition to a photo booth, anime and car show, there's a kids zone for fun for the whole family.
So it's a little bit of everything, which is so awesome because you don't have to leave home and travel to these countries to get a taste of what their performances might be, their costumes, and the pride and the just enjoyment of participating. Parents are so excited that their children are representing their culture.
The festival is taking place from 9 this morning to 7 this evening. Proceeds benefit Asian American scholarships at Fresno City College. I'm going to be the MC, so I hope to see you all there. I'll be emceeing the main stage show. Aspiring educators are getting some hands-on learning experience. The students who became the teachers, at least for the day, to learn about the different fields they can get into.
I mean, you hate to compare series in the NBA playoffs. It's all pretty competitive, but I think the one we're about to show you has been the best yet.
Do something positive. Make an appointment at donateblood.org.
Get big-time springtime savings on a new Kia Soul at Future Kia of Clovis. Fresh shipments are rolling in now. Choose from a great selection and drive one home for just $249 per month at Future Kia of Clovis off Highway 168 at Shaw in Clovis.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
My skin was so uncomfortable. The itching was so bad. Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Kfsn works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Kfsn can help heal your skin from within.
Trust. It's important when picking an attorney. You must trust them. They'll be speaking for you. And when people get injured here, they trust the heavy hitters. We live here, we work here, and we've helped thousands of people here. Car wreck? Call the Curtis Legal Group. The heavy hitters. We're in this community every day. Here, the Curtis Legal Group puts you first and gets you more. Injured in a car wreck? Trust the heavy hitters. The Curtis Legal Group.
The heavy hitters are the way to go. Call 1-800-LAW-3080.
Get big-time springtime savings on a new Kia Soul at Future Kia of Clovis. Fresh shipments are rolling in now. Choose from a great selection and drive one home for just $249 per month at Future Kia of Clovis off Highway 168 at Shaw in Clovis.
Action News Sports starts now.
It's been the best NBA playoff series of the first round. The new kids on the block versus the reigning defending champs. A matchup so good we get to see it a seventh time. Kings-Warriors Game 6 in Golden State. Winner go home for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk combined for 54 last night, keeping the franchise's first playoff run in nearly 20 years alive. Steph Curry led all scorers with 29, but the champs will have to go on the road to advance. Kings win 118-99 to tie the series. Game 7 set for Sunday from Sacramento.
Everybody doesn't get to experience a Game 7, and not a lot of people get to experience Game 7 in Sacramento.
Game 7 set for Sunday at 12:30 from the Golden One Center in Sac. Lakers-Grizzlies Game 6, winner go home for Memphis. Jack Nicholson courtside. LeBron and company taking care of business. D'Angelo Russell with a playoff career high of 31. Lakers smashed the Grizzlies by 40, 125-85, winning the series, advancing 4-2.
With the 35th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Michael Mayer, tight end, Notre Dame.
From South Bend to the Sin City, the Raiders trading up in the second round to take tight end Michael Mayer out of Notre Dame, a new weapon for their new quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Day 2 of the NFL Draft wrapping up last night in Kansas City. Of course, we got day 3 today. The Raiders trying to replace former tight end Darren Waller as they enter the post-Derek Carr era in Vegas, with 2 more picks in the 3rd round. With the 70th overall pick, the Raiders roll tide, selecting defensive tackle Byron Young out of Alabama. Started in all 13 games last season, earning all SEC honors. With their 2nd pick in the 3rd, wide receiver Trey Tucker from Cincy, who ran a 4.440 at the Combine. The 49ers also trading up in the 3rd round with Minnesota, selecting safety Jair Brown out of Penn State with the 87th pick. With the 99th pick, taking a kicker, Jake Moody out of Michigan, and Alabama tight end Cameron Latu with the 101st pick. On the Fresno State front, all the draft-eligible dogs still await their future today. Jake Haener, now the best available quarterback on the board per ESPN. Cropper, the 27th rated wideout, according to Mel Kiper Jr. He sees Jordan Mims, Nico Remigio, and David Perales as the other Bulldogs with the best draft potential. And speaking of Jalen Moreno-Cropper, I got to get to his draft party because that thing is starting soon in Parlier. And depending on what happens with him and Jake Haener today, we'll give you all that later on ABC 30. But for now, we'll send it back to you guys.
And you know, if that draft party is anything like the tailgates that they have at Bulldog Stadium, I know Alec is in for a good time. Good luck to Jalen and Jake. In the South Valley, high school students got the chance to turn the tables and see what it's like to teach. The Tulare County Office of Education hosted a conference called Make a Difference Teach. About 150 young aspiring educators got to learn about different fields, including chemistry, physical education, literacy, math, and science. They also received guidance from local colleges on different credential programs. In the South Valley, communities impacted by flooding are bracing for more high water as temperatures warm up. The AccuWeather alert in place as first responders urge residents to stay vigilant.
Closed captioning of Action News is sponsored by Fresno Mitsubishi.
Dad?
I was the lead singer.
Packing tape is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
20 years in the making. Built on edge-of-your-seat excitement and fantastic fun, it's the event you've been waiting for. Kfsn Gold's $1.5 million celebration. And you can win big every week. Like a chance to win $1 million or $1,000 in lucky kiosk cash. And everyone is going to want this. Celebrate 20 years of lucky winning at one spectacular celebration. Only at Kfsn Gold Resort and Casino. Feel the fun.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries worried about COVID-19. COVID-19 tests are now covered by Medicare Part B. It's true. That's right. Just call the number on your screen and Achieve DX will ship you your rapid COVID test at no cost straight to your home. These easy-to-use FDA EUA authorized tests will give you results in 15 minutes. Even if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, you can have these tests delivered to your home at no cost to you. And the shipping is free.
Call 1-800-238-6434. That's 1-800-238-6434. Call now.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda for you. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
A garden hose is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
Taking action together. This is Central California's #1 news. ABC 30 Action News. AM Live.
Hey, good morning, early birds. This is a live look outside from our North Fresno Skycam. Look at everyone on the road today. They are getting an early start. You know what? We are getting a mild start to the day. That's Bryant and 41 right there. So I don't know if you're headed up to the mountains, maybe going shopping, but it's a good day to do all of it early because we are going to be warming up to the mid to upper 90s. Let's get a check of your forecast. First, we'll start with a live look outside from our Meadow Lake Skycam. You see those snow-capped mountains right there. Well, we have an AccuWeather alert that is in place because even though you see these mild conditions right now, yes, Fresno, you're waking up to 70 degrees right now, 60s across the board everywhere else, but we're going to be warming up to the mid to upper 90s again. That snow melt is going to be a big factor in this forecast throughout the next couple of days, really. And that snow melt, it leads to rising river and stream levels. So keep that in mind. These are the areas impacted that are highlighted right there. So up north, you see Madera and Fresno County. You have an aerial flood advisory in place. An aerial flood warning further south for the Fresno, Kings, and Tulare County areas. So keep in mind those areas that you see highlighted right there. A flood warning for Mariposa County. That is near Yosemite because of the Merced River. So keep in mind we are just close to flood level at the Merced River near Yosemite right now. Again, that was at 9.5 feet within the last couple of hours. Quick check of your day planner for Fresno showing us fairly mild to start the day, but we warm up. We reach the 90s by about 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'll have another check of your forecast, including our next chance of rain coming up. In the South Valley, communities impacted by flooding are bracing for more high water as temperatures warm up. Action News South Valley reporter Eliza Navarro shares how first responders have been preparing and their message to residents in flood-prone areas.
Communities impacted by storms in March have been picking up the pieces and remaining hopeful the snow melt in the next few weeks won't result in more flooding. Juanita Martinez and Jesus Ventura are two of many Cutler residents who had to evacuate their homes after a levee breach.
We did get, affected. We lost everything. We had to sleep on the floor in the hard ground, and it's just kind of hard to get, to start back again.
Both now live somewhere new with their families, but finding a sense of normalcy hasn't been easy after losing nearly everything.
It's been hard because we have 4 kids and another one coming, so it's been a little hard. Especially, because we work in the fields.
With temperatures warming up and record-breaking amounts of snow in the High Sierra, fear of more devastation is growing. Tulare County Fire Chief Charlie Norman says crews have been working nonstop to repair breaches and prepare for the possibility of another flood.
We've made some tremendous progress, and as much as I'd like to take credit for it all of the allied agencies, Cal OES, Cal Fire, all of our cooperating fire agencies, all of our public works agencies, even our state agency, Department of Water Resources, Army Corps of Engineers, everybody's been on the same page.
Recently, the National Weather Service issued a flood warning for flood-prone areas in Tulare County.
We're really monitoring along the Kings River. We've got about an 8 or 9 mile stretch that's in Tulare County.
Chief Norman says the real worry begins in mid-May and urges everyone to be prepared for potential evacuations.
Hopefully we'll stay in the recovery mode and not go back to emergency response mode, but we're out there. We're making sure that we have our eyes on any potential problem areas.
Martinez says although she is not in a flood-prone area, she is concerned for those who are and is hoping for the best. Eliza Navarro, Action News AM Live.
A $1 million project allowing access to Alpa is now complete in the South Valley. Several agencies in Tulare County have been working together for the past month to raise a section of Avenue 56. The purpose is to create a reliable pathway for the Alpa community, which is currently surrounded by floodwater from recent storms. Highway 43 has been open to drivers since the beginning of the month. Severe weather is being felt across the country, leading to rising concerns over flooding and tornadoes. Storms moved through Texas last night, bringing hail to San Antonio and a tornado warning to Waco. On Thursday, 5 tornadoes were confirmed in Florida. You see the damage there. One of them was an EF2 that damaged homes in the northwestern part of the state. That same area could get hit by more storms today as dangerous weather sweeps across several states.
In the same areas they got those tornadoes, more severe storms tomorrow, tornadoes possible, certainly some big hail and damaging wind. And then this lifts up into the Carolinas, the mid-Atlantic, heavy rain getting into the Virginia and then D.C. It's going to be a rainy weekend across the Northeast for millions.
The Mississippi River is a cause for major concern in the Midwest. Snowmelt is causing the water level to rise, increasing the risk of flooding. That's caused the governor of Iowa to declare a disaster in 2 counties. The USDA has also stopped the traffic of all large boats on the upper areas of the river. That is until further notice. The U.S. Army has grounded all non-critical aviation flights following a series of crashes that killed more than a dozen soldiers. 2 Apache helicopters collided in mid-air during a training mission Thursday night in Alaska. 3 soldiers were killed and a 4th was injured. The crash comes just weeks after 2 Black Hawk helicopters crashed in Kentucky during training with night vision goggles. All 9 service members on board died. In February, a Black Hawk chopper from the Tennessee National Guard spiraled out of control and crashed, killing 2 guardsmen. The Army says aviators will be grounded until they can complete the required training. In Court Watch, 3 women learned their punishment for a meetup that left a man dead in Fireball nearly 4 years ago. The women who were in the car the night 20-year-old Tyrell Truss was killed expressed their remorse in court yesterday. In September 2019, Truss and Alexa Ramos spoke online and arranged to meet in Mendota. Investigators say she had 3 friends with her: Precious Green, Hannah Haywood, and Isaac Helms. The group planned to rob Truss. When he offered to drive the group to Fireball, a fight broke out and Helms shot and killed Truss. The entire group was charged with murder and second-degree robbery, but the murder charge was eventually dropped for the women.
I don't think that any one of the 3 had the intention
for this to happen. Frankly, I'm not sure when Mr. Helms got in the car, he intended to fire that firearm that day, but it amounted to that with that dangerous activity.
Ramos and Haywood each received 2 years. Green's sentence was up to 4 years because of a firearm enhancement. Isaac Helms, the man who pulled the trigger, was found guilty by a jury for a second-degree robbery and murder. His sentencing hearing is set for June. Tulare County deputies need your help finding a suspect and a person of interest connected to a 2018 murder. It's been 5 years since 60-year-old Paul Abarca was found dead inside a home in the community of New London. Authorities say he died from blunt force trauma, and the home was then set on fire. Investigators identified 27-year-old Arturo Mascareno on the left as the suspect. They say Jonathan Martinez Lopez on the right is a person of interest in the killing. Officials believe Mascareno may have fled to Mexico. If you know anything, or if you know where any of the men are located, be sure to call the Tulare County Sheriff's Office. Sunmade is celebrating National Raisin Day with a day of imagination. The event acknowledging the company's diversity and appreciation for staff and employees.
I really trust Electric Lab.
The people are absolutely wonderful.
They'll always get the car fixed when I need it and get me back on the road.
I've been coming to Electric Lab about 15 years because of their reliability.
I've had all kinds of service. I've never had a problem.
I can rely on them too to look after my wife when she has problems.
I wouldn't trust my car taking it to someplace else.
Electric Lab since 1904.
They do it all.
Lowe's knows the biggest savings are found at SpringFest. So hurry up and get top deals on the top brands, online and in-store. So you can make the most of the